the 2022 Chinese Plus Vocational Skills Training for local teachers in Indonesia, covering respectively the three most welcome majors: e-commerce, computer technology, and logistic management. Dear friends, Indonesia is one of the most important ASEAN member states and a close neighbor of China. Both Indonesia and China are major developing countries and representatives of emerging economies with strong common interests and huge relevant potential. And the only intergovernmental international organization jointly established by 20 ASEAN member states and China, ASEAN-China Center, is ready to work together with our Indonesian partners to jointly promote continuous progress in Indonesia-China collaboration. Last but not least, I sincerely wish this training program a complete success, as well as a good start for our educational cooperation in year 2022. Thank you very much for your attention.
This is Mr. Chandy Hai. Ladies and gentlemen, the last speech is delivered by Director General of Center for Language Education and Cooperation, Ministry of Education, ERC. I invite Dr. Ma Jianfei to take the floor.
尊敬的陈德海秘书长、萨卡里多走司长、古斯纳通公使、苏加连托司长、李斯丹多主管、苏亚德公参、尊敬的孙永华校长、西斯班德约副校长、各位老师朋友们，下午好。
Your Excellency, Secretary General Chen Dehai of the ASEAN China Center, Honorable Dr. Sakarinto, Director General of Vocational Education of the Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology of Indonesia, Honorable Mr. Dino Kusnadi, Deputy Chief of Mission of the Embassy of Indonesia to China, Honorable Dr. Sugayanto, Director of Vocational Middle Schools of the Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology, Honorable Mr. Ristando, Head of Cooperation and Public Relations of the Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology, Honorable Mr. Yaya Sutaya, Education and Cultural Attaché of the Indonesian Embassy, Honorable Dr. Xie Yonghua, President of Nanjing Vocational University of Industry Technology, Honorable Dr. Siswan Toyo, Vice Rector of University of Yogyakarta State University. Dear teachers and friends, good afternoon.
我非常高兴参加这一次开办仪式。我代表中国教育部中外语言交流合作中心，对培训班的成功举办表示热烈的祝贺，向参加培训的各位老师表示诚挚的欢迎。 对给予这次培训大力支持的中国东盟中心，特别是陈德海秘书长、印尼驻华大使馆、印尼教育文化部、南公职、印尼日惹国立大学表示衷心感谢。
It is my honor to attend the joint opening ceremony of the 2022 Chinese Plus Vocational Skills Training for local teachers in Indonesia. On behalf of the Center for Language Education and Cooperation, I would like to wish the training a great success and extend a warm welcome to all the participant teachers. I would also like to express my gratitude to the ASEAN China Center, especially Secretary General Mr. Chen Dehai, the Embassy of Indonesia to China, Nanjing Vocational University of Industry Technology, and Yogyakarta State University for your support.
2021年，语合中心与中国东盟中心、印尼驻华使馆和印尼教育文化部密切合作，共同举办了印尼校长领导论语培训和中文教师的培训。 打下了坚实的合作基础。我们组织的这些培训呢，也获得了印尼校长老师们的好评。进入2022年 ，RCEP 正式生效，中国和东盟国家迎来了全面深化合作的历史新时代。中国和印尼都是发展中大国和新兴经济体的代表，共同利益广泛，发展潜力巨大。在两国元首的战略引领下，两国关系已经成为地区国家间互利合作的典范，发展中国家联合自强的样板。
In 2021, CLEC worked closely with the ASEAN China Center, the Indonesian Embassy in China, and the Indonesian Ministry of Art and Culture, and jointly organized leadership training for Indonesian principals and training for local Chinese teachers, which laid a solid foundation for cooperation. Our training has been well received by Indonesian principals and local Chinese teachers. As the RCEP entered into force in 2022, China and ASEAN countries have entered into a new historical era of deepening cooperation in an all-around way. China and Indonesia are both major developing countries and representatives of emerging economies with broad common interests and huge development potential. Under the strategic guidance of our two heads of state, China-Indonesia relations have become a model of mutually beneficial cooperation between regional countries and a model of unity and strength for developing countries.
在这样的背景下，我们语科中心非常荣幸能够参与进一步加强中印尼的教育交流合作，加快培养既懂中文又能掌握技能的人才，来服务 RCEP 区域经济的共同发展。根据印尼方面的需求和建议，我们重点选取了3个专业领域，向印尼的职业院校老师推出这样的一个线上培训。我们也量身定制了一些有关中国职业教育概况、中国企业发展以及需求、中文加职业技能教学和中华文化体验的一些课程内容，希望这些课程能够切实的帮助到我们印尼的各位老师。
In this context, CLEC is willing to engage in and strengthen educational exchanges and cooperation between China and Indonesia, and speed up training of talents who both know Chinese and master skills, so as to serve the common economic development of RCEP regions. Based on the demand and suggestion of Indonesian sides, we organized this online training and also tailor module contents, including overview of China's vocational education, enterprise development and demands, China Plus vocational skills training, Chinese cultural experience, etc., hoping to provide effective support for Indonesian teachers.
语科中心作为发展支持国际中文教育事业的教育机构，我们致力于为世界各国民众学习中文、了解中国提供服务。我们特别愿意与中国东盟中心，特别是印度尼西亚的各位朋友们进一步的加强合作，为印尼民众学习中文提供更多的帮助。同时，秉承中文教育与职业教育融合发展、经世致用的理念，不断优化中文加职业技能项目，来助力两国职业教育领域的交流合作和经贸领域的交流合作。
As an educational institution on international Chinese language education, CLEC is dedicated to providing quality service for people all over the world to learn Chinese and understand China. We are willing to strengthen cooperation with the ASEAN China Center and friends from Indonesia to provide more support for Indonesian people to learn Chinese. Meanwhile, based on the concept of integrated development of Chinese teaching and vocational education and practical use, we will continue to optimize Chinese Plus vocational skills program to facilitate exchanges and cooperation in language and vocational education, as well as trade sector between our two countries.
最后，预祝本次培训取得圆满成功，祝各位印尼朋友身体健康，工作顺利，阖家幸福。谢谢大家。Terima kasih.
Last but not the least, I wish this training a great success and wish you all the best and good health. Thank you.
Terima kasih, 谢谢 Dr. Ma Jianfei. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, before I close this opening ceremony, let's have a photo session together. Please turn on your video and be ready with your best pose. For your information, we will have lots of slides, so it will take a bit longer time. Let's start from the first slide. Next slide. Thank you, everyone. Now, this is the end of the opening ceremony. I hope that this training will benefit you a lot, and later you can implement what you learned from these insightful materials. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful training. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Xie xie ni men.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
谢谢。
谢谢。
谢谢，
Ibu, silakan
terima kasih, 谢谢。
Thank you. For the participants, let me remind you that this training is divided into 3 classes, namely Chinese and e-commerce, Chinese and computer network technology, Chinese and logistic management. Please join the right class where you belong. Bapak Ibu, kami ingatkan sekali lagi bahwa training hari ini akan dibagi menjadi 3 courses atau 3 kelas, Chinese and e-commerce, Chinese and computer network technology, Chinese and logistic management. Bapak Ibu silahkan untuk join kembali ke link Zoom di mana Bapak Ibu mengikuti pelatihan tersebut. Cek the link supaya tidak salah masuk grup atau courses ya Bapak Ibu.
Pak, kepala sekolahnya bisa keluar?
Bisa Bapak.
Oke, makasih.
Pak, terima kasih Pak
Sama-sama.
Kepala Sekolah semuanya.
Terima kasih Bapak Ibu
Bapak Ibu
semuanya.
silakan meninggalkan
Ya,
ruangan ini
gurunya
dan
aja yang langsung ya.
Zoom masing-masing ya Bu.
Makasih.
Halo.
Makasih Pak Yaya.
Oke.
Foto itu. Foto.
Mohon maaf, ini kelas apa ya Bapak Ibu?
Masih gabung Bapak Ibu, masih
Oh, masih
gabung
gabung
kayaknya.
ya?
Iya.
Kelas komputer.
Masih kampus
Kelas
tur.
komputer,
Tapi
e-commerce
Kelas
masih
komputer.
sama. Kelas komputer kan?
di random acara.
Kampus tur masih Bu.
Masih kampus tur.
Bukan.
Iya.
Marketing juga ya Bu?
Kita masih keliling-keliling kampus.
Iya.